an organization of influence in the community, right? Above and beyond all the stuff that you guys traditionally do. You know, so I think this is one of those things that from a purpose, from a benefit, you know, you want to be known as, hey, this is the organization in my community where not only, you know, do we serve as a group of doing what we need with our school and getting them the resources that they need, but we're also the bridge, you know, to the broader issues and the broader needs of our community, right? Because the school is not an island, right? The school is a part of the community. So the more that you're able to bridge that, you know, I think the more credibility and the more effectiveness that you're going to be able to add to the group. And from a membership standpoint, you know, we talked about the importance of not only recruiting but keeping them. You know, totally, it's the kind of the gift that keeps on giving, right? You keep that involvement. Okay, so we talked about, you know, the aspect of membership and how do you recruit them. But one of the times we often miss is the fact that we've had existing PTA members that used to be a part of the group, right? That for whatever reason or another they've fallen off. Well, that's who you can start with in terms of getting them back on, getting them engaged, you know. And word of mouth is a pretty powerful tool, right? So once you start doing this, and once the word starts getting out, people will want to be a part of that. Right? So you want to make sure that, you know, when you're talking about the different things that you're doing, you know, you start with members that you know that have been active in the past, right? You know, remember the members that were kind of writing the check at the beginning and kind of fell off, the occasionals. They are going to be your biggest source of input on how to take the organization to the next level. You know, so don't try to take it all on yourselves, because a lot of times that's what we kind of default to that many times. You know, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You know, I think if you look at our organization, you know, we've been around since the 50s, and most of the best ideas have not come from us as a company. They've come from our owner-operators, right? They've come from our local communities, because they're the ones that are most in touch, right, with the needs of the customer. You guys are the ones that know your customer base, you know, so if there's ever that type of connection, that's going to help with your goal, because I know that your goal is to recruit 14 and 14, right? So hopefully this kind of helps you think a little differently in terms of the organization and the way that you approach membership. You know, because membership to you is as important to us in terms of the people that we recruit, you know, to be able to keep our business going. You know, so from a business standpoint. If we talk about, you know, I know, sir, what was your name? What's your name? Erwin. Erwin had an outstanding point that the organization is not just about the parents, right, or the teachers. One of the things that Erwin beat me to the punch, and thank you, Erwin, is the success of McDonald's is based on not the people in the restaurants, not the corporate people like myself, you know, not the people that help us bring in, you know, all the quality ingredients that we bring into the restaurants. It's the three-legged stool. Right? The three-legged stool for us is the combination of those three partners. It's the company, it's our owner-operators, and it's our suppliers. For you guys, it's no different, right? For you guys, it's the parents, it's the teachers, it's the students, it's the community, it's the school, right? So it's that collaborative partnership that needs to be kept top of mind, because as a PTA, you have, you know, the notion that it's only driven by the parents, you know, and that's how we're going to get this PTA off the ground, and that's how we're going to get the PTA to the next level. It's not going to work. You know, so when you have these different groups coming together for the purpose and the mission of the PTA, that's when you guys are going to be greater than the smaller part of the individual, you know, people that are a part of it. Does that kind of make sense? And that's why Erwin made a huge point in that. What is the role right now of your students? You should ask yourselves, you know, are the students engaged in what you guys are doing? Probably not as much as we would like, right? Because a lot of times as a PTA organization, it's really the parents that are the driving force, you know, keeping everything going. So strive to have a better balance in terms of the involvement of what we call the three legs of our stool. You know, and you can define who those three legs of your stool are. But I think that balance is going to be critical because all those people are going to be able to pull in. So one of the things that I would recommend, based on what I just shared, is do that at the beginning of the school year. Because you know that when the beginning of the school year starts, it's a new beginning, right? People are at the highest peak of engagement. They're interested. They want to know what's going on. This is where you want to use the hook to drive them in. At McDonald's, we have one of our marketing tactics that we use is a notion of driving them in and trading them up. Do you guys know what that means? Can someone give me an example? Yes? What's your name? Carol. What do I mean by that?
If I'm McDonald's, I want them to come in for the free coffee, and then I want them to buy a whole breakfast, and then I want them to come back tomorrow and get a breakfast for them and their kids.
Carol doesn't work for us. But I will give you my business card because maybe you should.